Today, we open doors that have never been heard of before, gateways leading deep into the human mind and its hidden secrets. Have you ever felt a mysterious sensation that something is about to happen without knowing why? In this video, I'll give you the magical map to discover the hidden power that lies within each of us. Together, we'll challenge the boundaries of the mind, diving into experiences pulled straight from classified intelligence files, and revealing secrets from ancient spiritual traditions that offer us keys to inner vision. Get ready for moments of awe and suspense as we recount stories of children who predicted the future, and scientists who placed their brains under microscopes and electrical devices, searching for frequencies visible only to the chosen few. We'll explore the secrets of Sufism and the impact of deep meditation, and discover how the third eye illuminates paths of wisdom. We're not just revisiting tales from the past, we're charting a path into the future. Could your age be the key to unlocking these abilities? Are there energy centers within your body just waiting to awaken? This is not just an introduction, it's an invitation to an unforgettable journey, where you are the hero and your imagination is the compass. Subscribe now to Mystifacts and turn on the notification bell to be among the first to uncover secrets that will make you see the world with new eyes. The Sixth Sense, Between Reality and Illusion. Chapter 1. Humans and the Missing Sense. Since the dawn of history, the human mind has sought to understand everything around it. It watched the stars, tracked the movement of birds, and observed the details of nature, trying to find a law that governs them. But among all those observations, there remained an inner feeling that could not be easily explained. A sense of danger without a clear reason, a dream that came true exactly after days, or a sudden feeling that someone needs you. Ancient civilizations such as the Maya, Greeks, and Persians spoke of hidden abilities within humans. They called them by different names: the third eye, sacred intuition, inner vision, and life energy. Philosophers like Plato believed in the existence of a non-physical reality that the mind could reach without relying on the physical senses. However, the sixth sense, in its modern concept, refers to the human ability to sense things beyond the five traditional senses, such as sensing danger, telepathy, reading thoughts, prognition, knowing what will happen before it occurs, or even communicating with the spirits of the dead. With each of these phenomena, the question arises again: do we all possess these abilities? Or are they limited to certain individuals? And are they a divine gift or the result of a long mental evolution? Neuroscientists propose various hypotheses. Some believe that despite the human brain's evolution, it still uses only a small percentage of its true capabilities. What we call intuition, or the sixth sense, might be an early expression of a part of the brain whose role is yet to be discovered. Chapter 2. Between Intelligence Agencies and Science, when Intuition Becomes a Weapon. At the beginning of the Cold War, the conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union was not limited to nuclear weapons or space exploration. A secret race began in mysterious fields, such as mental telepathy and remote viewing. At this time, the sixth sense was no longer just a topic for philosophers or charlatans. It became a research subject with millions of dollars invested. In the United States, the Stargate project was born inside secret government facilities, a collaboration between the U.S. Army and the CIA. Individuals who claimed to have extraordinary abilities were recruited and trained to attempt seeing secret enemy sites through mental focus alone. One of them was nicknamed the Mental Spy, claiming he saw secret underground weapons factories in Russia. On the other side, the Soviet Union established laboratories in Siberia and began secret research on children showing extraordinary powers. Experiments were conducted, such as placing closed books in front of them and asking about their contents. Some cases were documented on camera, and although results were never publicly released, Some scientists who later defected revealed that some children exceeded all expectations. These programs were not just theoretical experiments. Some participants were used in field operations, such as tracking lost airplanes or locating missing soldiers. One of the most revealing facts about these researchers' seriousness was that some were used in prisoner interrogations by attempting to read their minds. Did science fail to reproduce the results because it wasn't ready? Or do these abilities require a special psychological and spiritual environment that cannot be created in laboratories? Chapter 3. Religion and Hidden Perception. Between Faith and Experience. Between the sacred scriptures and the stories passed down through generations, there are repeated references to abilities beyond natural mind limits. The Quran frequently mentions revelation, inspiration, and true vision. For example, the story of Moses' mother, guided by an inner feeling to place her son in the river. Was that intuition? Or a direct spiritual connection? In the Hadith, fear the insight of the believer, for he sees with the light of God. This phrase indicates that some people can see what is unseen and understand what is unspoken. Sufi scholars go further, believing that a pure heart can be inspired with truths without intermediaries. In Christianity, saints saw visions and foretold the future. The Orthodox Church still preserves stories of saints who knew secrets they were never told or saved lives in distant places without leaving theirs. In Eastern religions like Buddhism and Hinduism, the sixth sense is considered a natural stage of consciousness development. Meditation, fasting, and breath control are not just tools for inner peace, but means to open what is called chakras, energy centers, believed to be linked to spiritual perception. Thus, religions seem to converge on the idea that there is a level of perception beyond the senses that requires inner purity, sincere intention, and perhaps long spiritual practice. Chapter 4. Real experiences that shake logic's strange stories never cease. From Switzerland came the story of a girl named Nora, who saw places she had never visited, describing them in great detail. When taken to those sites, she confirmed seeing everything in her recurring dreams. Psychologists and neurologists visited her, but found no explanation. In Canada, a young man named Julian spoke of repeated visions of accidents happening to complete strangers. He informed the police 3 hours before a famous car accident occurred exactly as he described. In a rare scientific experiment, a research center in Norway gathered 100 people and conducted tests for telepathy and precognition. 8 showed amazing, highly repeatable results. When examining their brains with MRI scans, scientists noticed unique activity in the left temporal lobe that was absent in others. But the biggest challenge was explaining the results. Are these supernatural abilities or rare neurological conditions? And can ordinary people be trained to reach them? Chapter 5. Raphael. The living prophecy, Raphael is not just a child. He is a phenomenon. Born during a rare cosmic storm, days after his birth, his heart stopped for 3 minutes, then resumed beating. Years later, he began talking about events that had not yet occurred. He predicted the death of his school a week before it happened and spoke of an earthquake that was only recorded by radar an hour later. He was invited to a university in Germany where intensive tests were conducted. He described pictures in rooms he couldn't see and answered questions that had not been asked. An EEG showed brainwave frequencies unlike anyone else's. Scientists spoke of a possible new kind of neural communication he possessed. But in 2012, Raphael disappeared from the institute. Rumors say he now lives in a Tibetan monastery and communicates with a small group of meditators through dreams. It is said he sends collective visions to people across different continents. Is he a supernatural human? Or has the legend surpassed reality? Chapter 6. Science at a Crossroads. Despite doubts, science remains open to studying strange phenomena. Science does not deny but investigates. Today, entire fields are dedicated to what is known as parapsychology, the study of psychic phenomena. Modern neuroscience research focuses on electromagnetic connectivity between brains. Experiments are conducted where twins feel psychological changes simultaneously, despite large distances between them. In Japan, a device called the perception amplifier is currently being developed, which supposedly magnifies sensory brain activity and allows people to see or hear beyond traditional senses. The biggest obstacle remains: how can these phenomena be replicated under strict scientific conditions? And can something that depends on internal feeling be measured? Chapter 7. Conclusion: the seventh sense? If the sixth sense is still not understood, what about the possibility of other senses beyond it? Could humans have the ability to mentally teleport? Or control matter with thought? Questions remain open, but what is certain is that a side of the human mind remains unexplored. Just as electricity and the internet were once mere imagination, a day may come when we discover that the sixth sense was only the beginning. And if you want to stay with us on this journey through the unknown, don't forget to support us with a like and share, for thanks to you, we continue and dive deeper. We will keep searching, digging, and uncovering what others cannot see.